Have you ever wondered what the journey to getting a green card through the EB3 visa is really like? Today, I walk you step by step through my experience from the first moment I heard about this opportunity to the key stages and everything I have learned during these 2 years of my process. If you are considering starting this journey, stick around until the end of this video because what I'm going to share could make all the difference in your path. Let's go right now. In June 2021, I first heard about this visa and how it could help obtain a green card through the EB3 process. That sparked a general understanding of the journey ahead. From that moment, I began researching and contacting multiple agencies to understand the cost, the requirements, and all the necessary steps to prepare myself. I even tried to find a sponsor independently, thinking it will be more affordable. However, after several unsuccessful months, I realized that route wasn't feasible for me. In May 2022, a sponsor connected through the agency managing my EB3 process present openings in Orlando for sales and logistics roles. I had already determined that this agency was a reliable choice. I checked reviews and directly contacted all the sponsors they present. Everything turned out to be honest and legit. The same month, I submitted my resume and passport, did an interview with the sponsor, and after being approved, I signed the contract and made the initial payment. Since then, the agency has guided me through essential documents preparation such as medical questionnaires, criminal records, drug tests, and diploma submissions. In September 2022, I received the documents for the first phase of the process, the ETA 9089. After carefully reviewing them, I obtained my priority date on October 7, 2022. If things going well, this phase should have concluded in May 2023. However, waiting times extended significantly. And one interesting thing during this waiting period was my growing obsession with the EB3 process. I found myself constantly looking at forums, watching videos of people working in the US with the EB3 and trying to calculate the time each phase took. That's when I decided to start this channel because I realized my knowledge could help other people with similar goals. Finally, on August 23, 2023, after nearly 11 months of waiting, my ETA 9089, the labor certification, was approved. But let me tell you something, this phase was truly a test of patience. Month after month, I was checking emails, hoping for an update and wondering if any progress has been made. Every time I saw an email from my agency, my heart would rise, thinking this is the news I was waiting for. But more often than not, it was just a general updates or reminders. After the approval, I knew that the next step was just around the corner, making the payment to proceed the filling of the I-140 form. On September 30, 2023, I made the crucial payment to the agency. Once it was done, it was the time to wait again for confirmation and submission to the US government. This marked a new phase in the mental waiting game, checking emails daily, hoping for the magical update. Then the big day arrived. On October 26, 2023, I received the form I-797C, officially notifying that my I-140 submission has been received. To some, it might seem like just another paper, but for those in this journey, that form feels like a golden ticket to keep moving forward. After receiving the form I-797C and knowing that my I-140 was officially submitted, the most challenging phase began, waiting. It's truly a test of expert level patience. Of course, I have the options to apply for the premium processing, which at that time cost like $2,500 and guarantee you a response in 15 business days. But considering the delays in the following phase, I choose regular processing route, which was estimated to take about 6 months. I thought that was not too bad, I can handle it, but my case was assigned to the Texas Service Center, known for being, shall we say, a place where the case enter in a sort of hibernation. Due to being near to the border, they handle a high demand of cases from individuals entering the US illegally, of course. Thankfully, I didn't face any audit requests or any additional evidence requirements. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on my journey and everything about EB3 visa. Every April or May, when I expected to receive an update, I check my inbox, weeks turning into months, and just when I felt the waiting should never end, September 30, 2024 arrived, a day I never forget. I opened my email and there was the long time awaiting approval of my I-140. The feeling was a mix of relief, excitement, and gratitude. After all the waiting, the process was finally moving forward. I feel like a huge weight was lifted from my shoulders, of course. It was the proof that patience and persistence were paying off. I know many of you will be in this stage right now, and believe me, it's worth it. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the dream of living and working in the United States. Then came the new phase. On October 14, 2024, I made another payment to the agency. I felt excited, thinking just one more push to the final line, but really reminded me that although I was so close, there was still work ahead. After the I-140 approval, the critical phase began, submitting the documents to the National Visa Center to complete the DS-260, essentially your formal application for permanent residency. Here is where things got complicated for me. Having lived in multiple countries, I needed update certificates of each place, translate into English, between endless calls on familiar forms and slow responses. There were moments I thought this will ever happen, but I kept going because every document was a step closer to my goal. After nearly 2 months of hard work and infinite patience, December 5th, 2024 arrived, a key day when, with the agency support, we submit all the required documents and officially begin the DS-260 process. Now it's January 2025. It has been 27 months or 2 years and 3 months since my process started officially on the October 7, 2022 with the ETA 9089 submission. My case now is just months away for being available for the embassy interview, but here is an essential detail. The wait is not over yet. To proceed, I must wait for the visa bulletin to be current for my October 2022 priority date. If you are unfamiliar, the visa bulletin is like a calendar used by the State Department to determine when the cases are ready to advance to the final stage and receive a green card. Unfortunately, the queue is slow right now, currently processing cases from December 2020. I will dive deeper into this in future videos. Sometimes it feels like being in an administrative limbo. Everything is ready, but the system says not your turn yet, but eventually that turn will come and it will be glorious. Patience is key in this stage. I won't lie, there is months that I check the visa bulletin, speak with the agency, and keep waiting, but each day waiting is a reminder that I'm closer to achieving my dream of living and working legally in the US for life. I'm doing this process through an immigration agency that already has available vacancies to start. They have supported me on every step of my way. If you are ready to take this step, I invite you to schedule a free meeting with them. Right now, they will guide you through every detail and ensure that your process is clear and successful as possible. I will leave the link in the video description and in the pinned comment below. And if you haven't watched my video about the best sponsor available for the EB3 visa in 2025, then click here now.